Okay, so we have 2 nights in our reading, and it usually tells me mixed signals about something, so I'm not sure what to do. One, we have very, very jealous and it's just not happening. And another one is secret love, being very responsible, and we'll get there eventually. I mean, Knight of Cups is usually about romance, but it can be about creativity. And usually, Knight of Wands upright is inspiration without any backup. This is a very responsible night. So I think you have inspiration and you can back it up. But you may be having a really hard time accepting yourself or accepting an offer. Because maybe you can't control it. And I see a lack of introspection. That's what this is, a lack of introspection. Because we have the Hermit and the Hanged Man here. Now, Hangman upright is getting some insight. Like you don't see the progress happening because it's happening behind the scenes, but it's coming. And the Hermit is saying resisting the insight and the need for a change of attitude. And this is your inspiration over here, your attitude. Also just probably working with your hands, but this is your creativity, your muse. If you notice, all 3 of these have 1 wand, and this one has 9. And you may want to wait, because here we have like, this is an action card, and then we have hasty, and then we have patience. So I think you need to wait, because Knight of Pentacles is a very slow card, okay? It may take a while before you see what you want. I think this is you because it's an Earth card. And I think you're wanting to give up. You think maybe you're wasting your energy. You're just like, I'm giving up. Okay. Like you have all these fears, all these doubts, and the obstacles just seem too big for you. Honestly, I don't see any obstacles. They may just be in your head. But I mean, I can clarify if you'd like. I will eventually, just because I do that. I like to pull clarifiers because it gets different people in on the same reading. You may be resisting some kind of revelation. And I think you're waiting for another opportunity. But then you want to give up because it's taking too long. And it could be about love. Like you're waiting for a love offer, but it's not coming in. Or so you think. And in the interim, you should be working on how to make yourself your best self. So when somebody comes, you know, you're worthy and you feel good about yourself and everything works out. I mean, getting any kind of working on yourself is never a bad thing. But sometimes it says ask your partner for insight, and this may be your partner. And Hangman's all about peace, acceptance, there's going to be something on the horizon, so just, wait for it. Also accepting yourself. There may be something about yourself you can't accept. And then Hangman's saying do it, accept yourself. But you're contemplating. You've gone in search of wisdom. You're trying to find the truth. You're trying to get some inspiration. With the Knight of Cups, usually with the Hangman, it's trying to escape reality. So either you're trying to escape reality too long, kind of like the Hermit might suggest, or you're not escaping reality because it's in reverse. So one of those. And I think you need to prepare for some kind of new idea because it's coming. That Ace of Pentacles is the new idea. It's what you're heading after. Now, if you're waiting on somebody to come back, like an old flame, with Hermit in reverse, it says a reunion is possible, but you may just have to wait. Maybe you need to put your defenses down, humble yourself, be a little bit more vulnerable, because he's coming. It's just taking a while. But this may be, if somebody's not offering love to you, you're just going to give it to them, but you're just hesitant. You're kind of stuck. You're deliberating if it's the best thing. And the best thing would be whatever is selfless. But don't do it out of a fear of being alone. Yeah, this is fearing vulnerability. Here we have being vulnerable. Here you're definitely vulnerable when you're the Hangman because you're, hung upside down. So yeah, there is a fear of being vulnerable and a fear of being alone. Like if you're vulnerable, people won't like you, and then you'll be alone. I think you might also be bored in love and you want some spark. And so you're single for a while until you could find something. And then you come back out into the world, something sparked your interest. But I still see alienated, being alone, and doubting yourself. But I'm seeing this is a new age. Like you got some kind of revelation and you're coming back out. You may be starting a business too. Because he's holding an Ace of Pentacles, and this is like new research, new job opportunity, new business. All right, let's pull some clarification. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here for Virgos from now until the end of May? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? The Sun. Okay, so whatever happens, you're going to get your destination. This is like a new opportunity is around the corner, whether it's love or job. He's just still checking, okay? And I do see you getting some confidence back. And if you're under any kind of illusions, you're going to cut through them. The truth is going to come out. And then just, lots of creativity. You probably had some kind of a block before. You did your withdrawing thing like an artist would do. You come out. You haven't seen the end result yet, but you will. Why is the Knight of Cups here? This could be somebody who's going to reveal their secret love. I like that. But mainly I can see an inspiration coming through, an idea. Okay, 7 of Swords. So I could see why you would be jealous because we have envy here. But what are you so jealous of? Is it? Well, maybe it's not jealousy in particular. Maybe it's longing. And what you're really longing for is some kind of dream, whether it's love, creativity, work, whatever. Did somebody betray you in some way? Perhaps Ace of Wands can be an affair. Perhaps they had an affair and you cut somebody out. I can see that for a hermit. But yet you're afraid of being alone. You felt like you were too vulnerable, too fast. And now you're just trying to avoid the problem. And this is being stuck. Like you're hung up for it. You're hung up on it. And you feel like, well, when you're in solitude, you're in control. But there is something on the horizon, no matter what past hurt there may have been. And so you just need to accept what's happened. Don't let it get to your self-esteem. You can keep your guards down. You don't have to feel like a failure. Because there is something coming out. Something really good. Okay, why is the 9 of Wands reversed? Ooh, Justice, the Truth card. We have 19 and 20 right next to each other. So, yeah, something's coming to light. Somebody's going to reveal the truth. A secret comes out. It has something to do over here. So it may be more about love than I thought. But whatever happens, you're going to end up good. The right decision will be made. I also see self-examination. You're doing a lot of introspection in here. And I think you're going to come to a revelation about yourself. And I think you might see that you're very responsible. You're steadfast. You may realize that you have a secret love for somebody that you didn't know you had. But you're afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of being alone. Because of something that happened in the past, you don't want to be vulnerable anymore. And you're having to go through these things to figure out why and how to fix it. And you're contemplating. This is also saying trust your instincts. You may not be trusting them, but I would. You may reconcile with someone. And then if you're just analyzing things over and over again and you can't figure out why something happened, realizing, it's not you. Okay, everybody has a part in everything. But with the Hangman and Justice, I'm seeing that when you mentally balance yourself, it brings about peace. Okay? Life gets easier. You're not depressed. and everything starts changing for the better. I think you might let go of some old beliefs. And I'm seeing that don't be passive, okay? Don't give up, don't be passive. It's just going to take you a while to get whatever it is you want. But it's going to be really good. And you're probably not even going to have to work very hard. All right, for those for whom it's about love, what messages, action steps, or information do Virgos need to know about love from now until the end of May? Very soon. Okay, so you're really not going to have to wait much longer. Okay, but you need to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. All right, one more. What messages are there for Virgos from now until the end of May in regards to love? Keep an open mind, okay? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And very soon, I think you're going to see them. So don't let anything from the past close you off. Be vulnerable, okay? There really are no obstacles. I think you are your own enemy, okay? I think you're sabotaging yourself. And when it comes to that case, just kind of step back and let that stuff go. Let it go. And then you can take some action towards whatever it is you want. And I think you're ready to do that. All right. As far as work, what is a message, information, action step for those for whom this reading is about work? For Virgos from now until the end of May. Six of Wands. Okay, so you're going to be successful. You're going to get that idea, that inspiration. I can even see a promotion. That may be what you're eyeing. But victory and success. Very nice to see. A lot of wand energy here. And I also think you're going to be so excited about this that you're going to want to like announce it to the world. Like announce it from the rooftops kind of a deal. Okay, what other messages are those for whom this reading is about love for Virgos from now until the end of May? Okay, oops. Those just are slipping out. I was trying not to let them slip out. All right, so lovers, yay. And Empress, sorry. So I do see a new start. Now, I said work, but it could be about love as well, but some kind of a partnership that's going to grow. I also see creativity here, okay? But there's a choice that has to be made. It could be about beliefs as well. So it could be about spirituality as well as creativity. Because Nine of Wands usually talks about not having spiritual strength. So if it were reversed into the upright position, you talk about spirituality. As far as having your spirituality and never giving up. This may be about a marriage. I definitely see marriage here. With justice. But there is a partnership that's coming up. And it's going to be very successful. It's going to produce something. I do see a change in career that's going to lead to abundance with the Knight of Pentacles. We have abundance over here. Ecstasy, happiness. So if you're planning on merging with somebody, it would be a good idea. You may join with a woman who's very lonely. But it's a very lucrative deal because we have justice here. So this is good news. But I think this relationship, this partnership, whatever it's business or love, it's going to need a lot of attention, like continuous attention. Because Empress, you have to watch everything. Like you have to make sure the soil has the nutrients. You have to make sure it's tilled. You have to put in the seeds. You have to put in the water. Make sure it has sunlight. Make sure it's growing properly, and then harvest it. So it's going to need a lot of attention. It could be a very motherly relationship as far as romance. But I also see that you're going to be healing from a relationship previously where there was a lot of doubt and fear and despair. And I see like a clandestine love affair or maybe marriage. Could be an affair because we do have Ace of Wands. And honestly, this looks like the same person to me. It could be you had an affair with somebody, and then you decide to be single for a while and they come back for you. Because I do see a secret here and secret revealed. As far as a partnership, it's very lucrative. You might get with a partner who has more money, and so it helps you out. But just so you know, with Ace of Wands, I do see pregnancy. That may be something you really, really want. The Sun does have a pregnancy card, and I think you'd be successful. And you may find out very soon. But we have a lot of personal power here. We have a lot of feminine energy, a lot of beauty. Somebody's very attractive and very powerful. I do see a lot of passion again. And usually with the Lovers and the Six of Wands, this tells me this is the one. Okay. It's going to be very fruitful. And as far as a business partnership, you get a promotion. And you probably have to merge with somebody, work with somebody, and you're really good partners. And also with the Knight of Pentacles, there's no affair going on at the end. Like Knight of Pentacles is like only one love. That's all I want, because they are the one.